Good evening, Mr. Claywell.
How you doing, Mr. Ham?
Very well.
So how's things been this week?
Things have been well. Yeah. Hot. My God.
90 degrees will get to you after a while.
And humidity
Yeah.
at like 100%. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ready for fall, I guess. Cooler weather at least.
But you gotta go back to school?
Yeah, no, but that's okay.
You gotta start teaching again?
Yeah.
All those young, inquisitive minds to mold.
Putty in my hands. No.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to some cooler weather though, for sure. I do like my favorite is now spring and fall. Not much for summer, too hot. Not much for winter, too cold, but yeah.
Right on.
So, round one. Yeah.
Episode 1.
Let's see how this goes.
Let's try it.
Yeah.
So, let me tell you a story.
Okay.
This week, we had some problem. Our parts department at work is changing over to a new system. They're having a little trouble meeting the demand from the field.
Okay.
The new system failed to order a substantial amount of the parts from their suppliers. And so we are paying the price out here.
Does it auto order parts?
Well, it was supposed to.
No.
But apparently it failed to do so. And they had to, let's just say there's a lot of stuff on back order right now because they don't have it in stock. One of the items that is currently on back order, I have completely depleted my trunk stock of and need one to get a machine back up.
Okay, wait. That's kind of an interesting, phrase, I guess. Trunk stock?
Yeah. So the way they quantify our field parts is we have two categories of field parts. We have trunk stock, which is the stuff we keep in our vehicles.
Okay.
And we have warehouse stock, which is supposed to be kept in the warehouse to be shared between the field techs as needed. It just so happens that in our warehouse, I am the only field tech. So our warehouse stock is my trunk stock.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. But normally most places have more than one tech in sharing a warehouse. So, they have a trunk stock.
Have two categories.
And a warehouse stock. Yeah.
Okay.
But we're bone dry. I have none of this part. We got a machine down that requires this part to get back up and running again. And, had to call around and, they're on back order. So nobody is getting them from parts.
Hey, so wobble shafts go out quick on these machines.
Yeah, those wobble shafts, you gotta watch out for them. And, so what happened was I finally got a hold of one and the tech that had it had agreed to leave it in another kiosk for me. I just had to go pick it up. He was going to put it down in the non-serviceable area of the machine.
Right. Basically just a drop.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to go pick it up. That way he doesn't have to worry about meeting me. We don't have to organize the exact time. He can just drop it in the machine. I go pick it up. It's fine.
Yeah.
So I get up to pick up the part and, I noticed the machine that he left it at directly across the street just so happens to be a Five Guys burger place.
Yummy.
Now, we've got the one in Lexington. I've been there a few times. It's good. I like it, but I don't eat there often.
Right.
Typically I take my lunch with me every day. And, but I was like, screw it. I'm in the car all day long. It's a long drive just to get this part. It's in New Albany, Indiana. So just all day, 8-hour day, drive up, get the part, go put it in the machine, go home. That's it. That's my entire day. So I get up there, get the part, like, ooh, Five Guys. Screw a cold turkey sandwich. I'm going to get me some Five Guys.
Yeah. Good cheeseburgers.
Yeah. Good cheeseburgers. I love their French fries. I go inside the restaurant and, I'm not trying to judge anybody. I'm not trying to cast any dispersions on people. I thought the guy behind the counter was messing with me. I walk in and, I look at him and I'm happy. I'm like, Five Guys is going to be so good. And the guy looks at me and I'm going to fail to do it complete justice, but I will give my best impression. Hello. Welcome to Five Guys. Can I take your order, please? Well, I kind of chuckled a little bit because I thought this guy is messing with me. And I'm smiling and I was like, sure. Can I get a small bacon cheeseburger with grilled onions, pickles, and mustard? I have your order as one small bacon cheeseburger with grilled onions, mustard, and pickles. Would you like anything else on your sandwich? I'm smiling. I'm trying so hard not to laugh because this guy is stone-faced. And I'm like, he's not messing with me. This is just the guy. And I'm like, yes, could I also have a small fries, a little extra crispy on the fries, please? Because sometimes I think they undercook their fries a little bit.
Right.
He keys it in on the thing and he looks at me and he says, ordering your French fries extra crispy may result in some of the fries being burnt. Is this okay with you? I couldn't even respond. I've got my hand over my mouth trying not to laugh and all I can do is just nod my head. Yeah, that's fine. So he's just like, as the more I'm thinking about it, he's like, hello, fellow human. Would I please take your order? I'm totally one of you and not a robot.
Oh, so.
And it wasn't just me. I stayed because, they cook everything fresh.
Yeah. So you have to stand there and wait.
I'm standing there waiting. The next 4 people that order. Hello. Thank you for choosing Five Guys. Can I take your order, please?
Wow.
I'm like, either this dude is the most dedicated character actor I have ever seen, or, and then as I listened, I detected a very slight accent. And I think that maybe he's a non-native English speaker, but it was still hilarious. Yeah. It was so funny. Yeah. It was so funny. It was all I could do not to laugh in the poor guy's face. I would have felt terrible if I had, and I didn't mean to offend him, but I would have bet money that this guy was just messing with me when I walked in the door.
Hey, I have met some of these people like, non-native English speakers, obviously, in my time. And sometimes between the accents, trying to get the dialect, or I guess the proper use of words in English, because we have a complicated language.
Oh yeah, it's one of the hardest in the world to learn.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot that gets lost in our translation, and there's a lot that I guess a lot of the subtleties that non-native English speakers just miss completely. And then there's those people that learn just enough to get by, to communicate what they need immediately, and that's it. They go no further. Working in Cincinnati, I had I was working for the big box store, the big box store. And, I was working third shift. We had a night floor crew that came in, did all of the waxing, the cleaning of the floors.
Oh, well, that must be nice for you, because we never had that down here.
Yeah. We had there was 3 people. They were from the Czech Republic: Tony, Marcella, and Laudia. Tony and Marcella, they communicated pretty well. We could speak with them. We could carry on conversations. Marcella was the one that really, have no clue what their last names are. So couldn't tell you to save my life.
Something of it.
Something, yeah, something Slavic. So, but Marcella, she could communicate pretty well. Tony, he could do okay. Laudia, no thank you. His nickname throughout the entire store.
Oh, I was thinking that was a female name the entire time.
Oh, no. Laudia was a guy, probably in his mid to late 20s. His nickname by every associate in the store was hello. 'Cause that's what he said. They would walk by, he would walk by them, he would go, hello. And that was it. He would walk on. Occasionally he would come to me and say, please to open office. So I would go open the manager's office so he could gather the trash, sweep the floors, and mop. And that was the extent of his English. So, wow. But I can see where someone out from outside the United States might have that just monotone kind of almost robotic kind of a sound.
I'm like, so, like as soon as I leave, I'm thinking, I have just spoken to the man that records every automated voice call-in system ever. Is this guy?
Hey, he could have learned from Babel. Isn't it artificial intelligence?
I don't know. Maybe, yeah, sure.
So, welcome to the United States.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, repeat this phrase.
Yeah, it's almost like Microsoft Sam. That's what the guy sounded like. Yeah. It was pretty bad. It was funny.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
It was. It truly was. It made my day. It made the day of driving all the way up there and back just to get one stinking part worth it. I tell you, it really did.
So how was the Five Guys? Tasty? Did they burn your fries?
The fries were not burnt at all.
Awesome.
They were done.
Good deal.
Yeah, because I typically do tend to think that Five Guys undercooks their fries.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, I mean, I guess in somebody else's opinion, they may have been burnt, but in my opinion, they were properly.
They were spot on. Huh?
Yeah. They had a good crunch on the outside, still soft and creamy in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like them when you pull them out of the bag and they're like wet noodles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. I like my French fries to be crispy.
I've only been to Five Guys once, the one in Nashville, and it was good, but yeah, it's not someplace that I go to regularly. And typically if I'm in Lexington, we go someplace else, one of the others, big restaurants, but it's not around here, so.
Yeah, usually
but you're
I try
up there,
to sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're up there a lot though, so I mean, kind of grab something and go. You're up there like daily, if not every other day.
Pretty much every day, yeah. Yeah. So, I didn't get to see it when I was over at your house earlier, and I wanted to see it.
Yeah? What?
Yeah. My good friend is now a celebrity.
Oh no, I forgot to show you.
Yeah.
Yes, I will have to show you. I don't have all of the little clips on my phone, but I do have a link to the main. The one that was 30 or 45 seconds. So, on the news twice. LEX 18 came last Friday and, was WKYT? Is that the other? Yeah,
that's the other one.
WKYT. They came, on Thursday of this past week. Seems like no one in the neighborhood really wants to talk to the news crews. So when they came and knocked on the door and were like, hey, would you like to say something on camera? And I was like, yeah, I mean, if no one else is going to, I may as well. The neighbors were gone. Right. Across the street, the neighbors didn't want to talk. The house beside them is empty, so that left us. Ashley didn't want to go on there. She was like, yeah, I don't think I want to be on the news with my blue hair. So.
Is she that old already?
Well, no. I mean, UK blue.
Okay. She's being supportive.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
WKYT, I'm sure they would have been all about it, but yeah.
Probably, yeah. They're the local.
That was funny though. The little guy that came, I don't have no clue what his name was. I don't even think he told me his name, but he was super nice. Had some nice equipment, but he was by himself. He didn't have a crew with him. There was no cameraman. It was just him.
Right.
And,
now was this the, WKYT or?
Yeah, WKYT. Yeah, he basically was like, would you like to say something on camera? I was like, if you'd like for me to. He went and grabbed his equipment out of the back of his little car and I was like, what, no cameraman? He's like, nope. I was like, dude, that's no good. He was like, yeah, I've been doing it this way for 13 years. And I was like, well, he goes, good thing is I get to choose my own shots. I was like, well, that works.
Yeah, don't have to argue with anybody about your best side.
No, he went out, we did the little interview thing, talked for probably 5 minutes on camera. And then afterwards, he finished up with that. We just chit-chatted for probably 10 minutes about just random things. And he went and got his, like, the little news shots that they always get where it's like a picture of a tree or the picture of
the B-roll.
Yeah, the B-roll, exactly. Yeah. The little clips where they can, voice over them.
Right.
When
kinda
got
like,
those.
Kind of like what we're doing right now.
Yeah. So he got those shots and then grabbed his stuff and was gone. LEX 18, they had a crew. There was a cameraman and, the girl was, the anchor was Lee Cersei. And pretty much the same thing. Now, the whole reason for being on, obviously, the news, kind of missed over that, glazed over that earlier. Last Thursday night. So that would have been what day would that have been? Do you know?
I don't know the date, no. Would it have been a week and 2 days ago? Yeah,
a week and 2 days ago. We're talking, looks like something like the 13th. Wow, 13th, yep. So about 8:30, Ashley and I had, just finished giving our daughter, Penelope, a bath. She's 7 months old as of yesterday. So,
wow.
Crazy.
Time flies.
I know. So, finished giving her a bath, got her, dressed, got her in her little onesie for going to sleep and was walking up the hallway and we heard this thud. It was a impact. And, Ashley was like, that sounded like a wreck, but it was not the car on car sound. It was not that. There was no metal crunch. There was none of that. And it was a thud and then a little bit of tire squeal. And it was very, very, very short. So we rushed to the front door. When we opened the front door, there was a person running from a red Prius, up the road yelling, call 911. So we immediately actually started dialing 911 and we saw that there was a person laying in the road. She ran out of the house over to the neighbor's house where, the neighbor here is a nurse and,
oh wow.
Yeah. So Ashley ran over there and she's like, listen, you got to get outside now because there's somebody that just got hit by a car and they're laying in the road. And, so they go outside. When she gets down there, we find out this is a 10-year-old kid.
Oh man.
He had come down Newton Street and into the lane, there on Murphy Avenue, thought he could beat the car. And they collided. Car hit him. Couldn't have been going more than 35 or 40 miles an hour because it really didn't take long for him to get stopped after the impact. But, the young man was laying in the street, unresponsive completely. When the neighbor got down to the scene there, she assessed him really quickly. She felt he did have a pulse. It was a light pulse, but he wasn't breathing. So she gave him 2 breaths, checked again, gave him 2 more breaths, and he started breathing on his own.
Oh, that's good.
But when she moved his head to get him straight so she could give the breaths to reposition him, and she felt the back of his head, she said it was completely, it was mush. There was nothing there. It was just, yeah. Now, that being said.
So did he not have a helmet on?
No helmet.
Oh man.
Impact hard enough to knock his shoes off.
Oh.
His bicycle from the point of impact to where it was laying in the little turnaround place in front of the neighbor's house was 17 feet. So the bike traveled 17 feet from the point of impact.
Man.
The seat was at a 90-degree angle. The post had been bent at a 90-degree angle.
The seat tube was bent, not the seat itself.
Not the seat itself. The post itself was bent at a 90-degree angle. So, and it was just like a little 20-inch dirt bike, one of those.
Yeah, something like kids wear.
Kids ride. So when he started breathing on his own, immediately, he he started to, I don't want to say seize, but he started to draw. And of course that's a sign of brain trauma. So, by the time she got down there and gave the breaths, Ashley was on the phone with 911. I want to say from the time that we were on the phone with them until the ambulance pulled up was no more than 4 minutes, 4 to 5 at the most. They were on the scene quick. The paramedics reassessed and started working on him, put him on the backboard, put the braces and everything like that on him, and took him to the back of the ambulance where they worked on him for probably 30 minutes. During this time, this 30-minute time.
Just sitting there?
Sitting there in the road. During this 30-minute time, they had already, when they got on scene, the first call that they made was life support, the airlift. So the chopper came in, and landed on Murphy Avenue just down from the house there, in that clearing area down by where you turn into River Metal Recycling. Right. So they landed in the road there. As soon as they were landed and they had secured the chopper, the fire department had brought those paramedics, I guess they're actually in-flight doctors, up to the scene, and they went to the back of the ambulance and started working as well. It took them about 30 minutes before they got him stable enough to move the ambulance to the chopper. When they got it to the chopper, they waited another 15 to 20 minutes and worked on him to stabilize him enough to move him from the back of the ambulance to the chopper.
Holy moly.
Yeah. So when the chopper took off, from what we have gathered, since then, he coded twice in flight. They brought him back. When he got to UK, they started working on him immediately. I don't think they did any major surgeries or anything like that. It was basically just, stabilizing him and assessing the damage that was done. He stayed comatose and unresponsive completely until, I want to say, Wednesday of this past week. At that point, he started...
so that's like 6 days?
6 days completely out.
Wow.
And at that point, he started responding to stimulus, but it was like pain receptor stimulus. So they could poke his finger and he would react to that.
Right.
So that was good. I saw an update this morning that said that he had opened his eyes and that he is responding to that pain stimulus, and they're starting to work on some physical therapy, having him move his fingers and things. So I'm gathering at that point he's starting to respond to things, but the doctors are saying basically his brain is going to have to rewire itself.
Holy moly.
Yeah, this kid's not going to be the same. He's lucky to be alive at all, but he's still got a long road ahead of him.
Right. That sounds rough.
It was rough. And, unfortunate for everyone that was involved with it. You have the trauma that takes place immediately, but then there's this lingering, because right in front of the house there, where the fire department had put out things to clean up, that just stayed. And after the rains even, it's still there.
So it's just like this daily reminder for everybody.
It is. And our neighbor, the one that did the CPR, actually got to a point where she was like, I can't even look down there. She took Dawn dishwashing liquid and bleach and went down there and scrubbed the road to get whatever she could up. It was pretty traumatic. It was, ugh. Don't even like thinking about it. I didn't sleep much that night.
I would imagine not. No, that's bad.
Yeah.
Wow. That's tough.
Yeah. Not good times.
No.
Good old Murphy Avenue. It was inevitable though. Kids play on that road.
And people fly
down that road.
Yeah.
And there's so much traffic on that road now. When we moved there.
Yeah, even when I lived out there. Yeah.
2008, I don't want to say it was rare that a car came down through there, but the traffic was so much more light than it is now. After that bypass that takes you into Burnside opened.
Right.
all of that traffic now is funneled right straight to Murphy Avenue. GPS, if you ask Google to get you into Somerset and you're on 914, it routes you through Murphy Avenue. So all of that traffic goes through there. So yeah, it's crazy. Right. I don't know. It's sad. Like I said, it was an inevitability. I knew it was going to happen. I hate that it did, but it did.
Well, and at least the kid seems to be doing better, so that's good. I mean, you never want to hear anything bad happening, but at least the kid seems to be recovering. So, yeah, hopefully he'll make a full recovery.
Oh, I hope so.
You didn't know him or anything, did you?
I did not. Now, initially when we first got there, I thought it was one of the kids I'd had in class.
Oh man, that would be bad.
Yeah, he was one of my former students had moved into a house about four houses down from where we live. And when we got there, I thought, oh God, that's him. And then, when his family showed up and they started calling him by name, I was like, whew, okay, so it wasn't my former student. I mean, I hate that. It's right. Terrible to feel relief in a situation right. like that, but you know, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where,
yeah, of course.
You don't want anyone in that situation.
No.
But you definitely don't want someone you know in that situation.
Right. Yeah. Of course. And then on top of that, here in the last, 3 weeks, a month? I mean, not local tragedy, but nationally, we've lost a couple of other people.
Ah, yes, we have.
Seems like here lately has been pretty rough on
the rock industry.
Well, there's been a couple of famous actors have passed away lately. Yeah. A couple of celebrities. John Hurd from the Home Alone movies.
Alone.
We had
Peter McAllister.
Yeah. John Hurt, the British actor,
right,
passed away pretty recently.
Mm-hmm.
The voice of London from V for Vendetta. He played a version of the Doctor from Doctor Who for one episode.
Yeah. Speaking of, have you seen this whole thing where they now have cast a female doctor?
That's actually one of the things I wanted to talk about. So I don't get the whole, I mean, okay, maybe it's just me, but it seems like for some reason the media is trying to push like this outrage about that. Like,
I saw a nice meme.
People are outraged that there's a female doctor. I don't know anybody that gives a shit.
No. And here's the thing. So even though the media is like bashing this whole situation, there's been a few people that have really gone outside and said, hey, we're really glad to see a strong female role in a sci-fi, series or film. Right. I did see a meme the other day though, that was it Deep Space Nine, Star Trek?
Yeah.
Had the female captain?
Yeah.
And they were like,
Kate Mulgrew?
Yeah, said
Captain Janeway.
Exactly. The meme was like, yeah, we kind of did that like years ago.
Well, I think, and this is leading into some, what I was talking about. It seems, I think, there have been a few examples here and there in the past. You had Sigourney Weaver as Ripley in the Alien franchise.
Yeah, Aliens.
A very strong, get your hands off her, you bitch.
Right.
Female lead character. Captain Janeway. So it's happened here and there, but it's not been a norm. But it seems like, and I don't care, is my point, but you've got Wonder Woman.
True.
Which people are seemingly amazed that there's a female strong. I'm like, it's Wonder Woman. What did you want them to cast? Did you want them to cast a male lead as Wonder Woman? Like, I don't understand the outcries. It was directed by a woman. Who cares? That director directed Monster with Charlize Theron. That was a great film.
Yeah.
I mean, who cares that it was a female director? Who cares that it's a female character played by a female? I
Hey,
don't.
you know,
And the doctor, people outraged about the doctor, allegedly outraged about the doctor being a woman. That's like saying that you're found out that the predator was a female and now you're pissed. The doctor is not a human. The doctor is an alien, which has never really been assigned a gender.
okay.
As far as I know, it's an alien entity who
So it
so
can be
happens to
whatever.
take the form of a human male most of the time.
Okay.
So it
yeah.
chose a woman this time out of, if you were 900 plus years old and could take a form every time you regenerated, do
Eventually
you not
going
think
to-
eventually
Yeah.
you would be like, I
You're
wonder
gonna
what it's
take
like to be a
forms.
female?
Yeah, you're going to take forms. Yeah, various forms. So, yeah,
You know, if
I
he
mean, I
comes
don't-
back next time with like 16 arms and a tentacle, like, it's an alien. How do you know?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it really looks like. Have you seen a fucking Dalek
True enough.
inside the armor? Like, who cares? I don't understand the outrage. I don't understand like why
I think
people are
it's the-
trying to make it a big deal.
It's the tradition. That series has run for so long with a male lead that it's outside people's comfort zone. It's just pushing a button on people. That's really all it's doing.
But is it? That's what I'm saying.
It shouldn't.
but-
Now, it shouldn't, but it is. And that's the thing.
So you know people that are upset.
I mean, I don't personally, but then again,
I mean, I'm not on Facebook anymore, so I don't see the posts there. But I personally, from talking to people, I don't know anybody that's upset. And I don't see that anywhere I see anything, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, this few social media networks that I still connect to, I don't see any outrage at all. I don't see anybody that cares whether it's a guy or a girl.
so is it just a non-issue?
As far as I know, but the media is like, I don't like, that's what I'm saying. Why are they trying to make a deal out of it when it's not?
I don't know, because there's so many other things that they could talk about.
Exactly. There's so much stuff going on right now. Why are they trying to make a big deal out of this?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
you
Okay,
know,
so back to the original thought here. The loss, the tragedy that we've had
Sure.
over the past, few weeks. That is something that actually matters. That is a piece of media, a piece of,
Right.
that's lost, that's gone now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So those things are the ones that should matter, not that there's a female doctor.
Right. Let's, Chris Cornell
Yeah.
with, Chester Bennington. Bennington. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and John Hurt.
Yeah.
John Hurd. And it seems like there's been a few more here, like in the last month or so.
Too that. Okay, so Cornell and Bennington were
Right.
like really good friends, right? Did you hear this? The whole thing. So Bennington passed away yesterday or day before.
Day before, maybe, I think, because there was some question.
Cornell's 53rd birthday. On that day. That's what I had read. And they were supposed to be pretty close, and there was supposed to be a letter written that was like an open-ended letter. I was like,
Chester?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know anything. I heard that he left a writing.
Yes.
Chris had apparently been on the phone with his wife that night that he died.
Seemed okay?
No.
Really?
No. Yeah. She said he was distraught and she knew something was wrong. And when they got off the phone, she was concerned and he stopped answering his phone and she called one of the roadies and told him, I don't care what you have to do, break down the fucking door.
Get in there.
Get in that room with him. And it was already too late.
Wow. Yeah, wow. I don't understand, I guess. I don't. I don't understand how, I guess not being in celebrity, being a celebrity or being in that situation, knowing what kind of pressure they're under, knowing, what they've been through or anything like that, but it just doesn't make sense to me.
I don't understand I've had personally people I know have committed suicide, and I just don't get it. I don't see it as an answer. I don't understand. I've never been in that situation. I've been depressed, but I've never seen that as an option.
Right. That's me.
I've
been down before, but I've never, I don't know. Nobody else likes me. I like myself a little bit, and I want to stick around.
Right.
I'm only going to be on this rock for so long. And even though some days are cloudy, I kind of like the rock.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Butters said in South Park, right? Very poignantly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Oh God, I don't recall right off.
Well, I'll let you research that one while we, move on then. But yeah, I mean, and then something too that really strikes me about, we'll say Bennington and Cornell, the means by which they exited this old rock. There are a lot of easier ways to go rather than at the end of a rope. And I have to say, that's not one way that I would even ever consider, especially with these guys having access to anything that they want. Take some sleeping pills and go to bed. Be done. Don't do something that's that drastic.
Well, now, it was my understanding that Cornell did take a substantial amount of some kind of
beforehand?
Yeah, before he went to that. So I think it may have been like a combination of pills, like knocking him out while he was.
Yeah, like I say, that would be a terrible, terrible way to go.
So I found it. Here's what Butter said.
Okay.
So somebody says, this is the goth kids talking to Butters, and they say, I guess you can join up with us if you want. Yeah, this is another goth kid. Yeah, we're going to go to the graveyard and write poems about death and how empty this and pointless life is. And Butter says, no thanks guys. I love life. And, Stan says, but you just got dumped. And here's Butter's reply on sadness. Well, yeah, and I am sad, but at the same time, I'm really happy that something can make me feel that sad. It's like, it makes me feel alive, It makes me feel human. And the only way I could feel this sad now is if I felt something really good before. So I have to take the bad with the good. So I guess what I'm feeling is like a beautiful sadness. Huh. I guess that sounds kind of stupid. Wow. That was the full quote.
That's awesome.
But,
there's a lot of wisdom from little Butters there.
Butters, right?
Yeah.
Coming strong.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. And I like that line. I like that sentiment that you can't just have the good. No. You got to have the bad with it.
And that's,
and
philosophically speaking, that's how we balance things. That's how we know the good. If you don't have the bad, what do you have to compare the good to?
Right.
So, yeah, you're right. You have to have both ends of that spectrum.
Yeah, you have to take them both. You can't just have good and you can't just have bad. You got to have both. And as bad as I felt at times,
you felt equally good.
I have felt that good before.
Right.
And I know that I can again.
Exactly.
It's never going to stay to one extreme or the other. No. It's a pendulum. You're going to move back and forth, and you just got to tough it out. And it might be hard, but you just got to tough it out long enough to get back on the other side of that pendulum swing.
Right.
And, maybe I've just never been that far to that side of the swing. Maybe my pendulum stops short. I don't know, but I've never considered that as an option.
Right. And that's a good thing though. I mean, I wouldn't want anyone to ever feel that way. So yes, I'm, and like you, I've known people that have swung all the way and, decided to leave this world. So it's not good.
No, it's pretty
and it's
sad.
really, I mean, it's one of those things that, yeah, it's terrible for them. It's even worse for the people
everyone they know.
Yeah. It's even worse for the people they leave behind.
Yeah.
So,
and especially people like this that have such a broad reaching, I don't know how, I just hit my mic, I'm sorry. Such a broad reaching,
so you're talking like the celebrity?
Yeah, the celebrities.
Oh yeah,
where
they touch so many lives.
There's so many people that maybe look up to them.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I'm not saying necessarily that it's.
No, you're right. I mean, their reach is a lot farther than someone that's just a local person or something like that.
Right, and unfortunately, things like this happen. That there's a lot more people out there that will be more aware of this than they would if it was just some other guy.
Yeah. I don't want to say random person, but just someone.
Some different person that's not famous, that doesn't have the, a lot of, especially music. Music is one of those things that can just bypass everything and go straight to like your
being, to your soul. It becomes part of you.
Yeah. Like you can hear songs that give you cold chills.
Right.
They can have that just immediate emotional, there you go, emotional. They can just get that immediate emotional impact on you.
Yeah. Very true.
And so these people that have touched that many people like that, and then now, all those people are fully aware and focused on this topic.
Yep. You're right.
And it's just so weird.
It's sad.
It's very sad.
Yeah. Even those people that work in film that have left us and that are gone. I mean, they can touch on that, but you're right. With music, where it becomes such an ingrained part of a person, and it like you say, it transcends language. It transcends all of that. It's it's that universal language. So, it's really, 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 really sad.
So now I'm completely and thoroughly depressed.
So let's change the subject.
Yeah. Let's, so I had some stuff I wanted to ask you about.
Okay. Shoot.
And I didn't want you to know about it.
Okay.
So this is all off the cuff for you.
Okay.
I read a little bit about this and I'm kind of like a little freaked out here.
Okay. Are these conspiracy theories or are these?
Well, they're not really not in
the traditional conspiracy theory.
So the overarching backstory to this is a conspiracy theory.
Okay.
And I do believe fully a false conspiracy theory.
Right.
But some of these things, so I'm just going to
make you go,
Yeah. So I'm just going to ask you some of these things and then I'm going to give you the backstory about what's going on here.
Okay.
So, there's a famous picture of Henry VIII sitting on a chair.
Yes.
Right? And there's these like guys kneeling down on either side of him. And he's in the chair with the crown and the robe and everything. And I'm going to show you the picture. I'm going to show you the picture really quick. Just to freshen your memory on the exact specific picture I'm talking about.
I'm probably familiar with this picture.
That picture, right?
Yes.
Okay. You familiar with that picture?
I've seen that picture, yes.
What's in his hand?
Is it an orb?
No.
No? Mm-hmm. I don't know.
You don't know?
It's not a scepter, is it?
What if I prompted you by saying maybe a food item of some kind?
Oh my Lord. I have no clue.
Okay.
So is he carrying, does he hold a chicken leg?
So the conspiracy theory is that in this painting, he's holding a turkey leg.
A turkey leg.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken leg, turkey leg.
Do you remember that?
No.
Okay. You're one of the people that I didn't either. I don't remember this painting at all. But apparently this is a pretty famous painting.
Let me see the painting again just for a second now that we are okay. Okay. So
that's the painting.
Okay.
And there is a very widely held belief that he's holding a turkey leg.
But he's not now. Right?
I don't see one, do you?
No, I'm seeing now he's a sword.
Right.
And there's a sword in one
there is
hand,
something in
and
his other hand.
The
But
other hand, it looks more like, almost like a document.
Yeah, like a scroll or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. So now,
Okay.
I'm gonna hit you with some more of these. Okay.
Okay.
So that's why it's important you didn't know about it, because this needs to be your just gut
Okay.
initial.
Odd that I would say chicken leg.
Yeah, most people would have gone with turkey for the era, but whatever. Okay, so Mother Teresa,
Okay.
right? Famous nun
Yes.
for compassion.
Yep.
Her work with the
With
homeless and the poor.
and the poor and the
Right.
starving children. Ethiopia? Is that where she did a lot of work?
Africa, but I'm not specifically sure.
thinking-
But yeah, in Africa.
Okay. Yeah.
When was she
Canonized?
beatified? Beatified? I don't know this word. When was she made a saint?
I think Mother Teresa was made a saint somewhere around 07, 06.
Okay, again, you're one of the people. Now this one, I was one of the people that was in the other group. I thought it was sometime in the 90s.
No, she began she began the canonization process in the 90s, but they have to identify three miraculous acts.
Right.
And that takes years and years and years and years to do.
So it actually
she was
occurred in
canonized
2003
Okay.
by Pope John Paul II.
Yeah. I knew it was sometime in the
So
early
far,
2000s.
depending on how you're looking at it, you're either 0 for 2 or 2 for 0.
I don't know how that would be. I don't know which would be better.
You're anti affected. Maybe you're one of them.
I don't know what you're talking
Maybe that
about.
explains it. All right. Here's another one. Tiananmen Square,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You remember
The little guy in front of the tank.
the tank man?
Yep. Tank.
Nobody knows his name. Little guy standing in front of the tank.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to him?
He was eventually moved out of the way. They eventually moved him out of the way, but there were hundreds of people that died at Tiananmen Square.
So again, you're now 0 for 3. I'm 2 and 1 because I'm one of the people that I swear I thought he got ran over by the tank.
No, they
But
eventually moved him out of the
you
way.
are correct. There is video footage of him being removed,
Yep.
forcibly removed,
Yep.
by officials.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, by the
I
police.
wholeheartedly-
If I'm not mistaken, the police that's in that video are like wearing the tan uniform with the little red band around their hats.
I wholeheartely would have laid my hand on a stack of Bibles and said that man was run over by a tank.
No, he was not ran over by a tank. He was not more,
Right.
Yeah, he was
No,
not.
you are correct. I am wrong. Yeah. I am totally wrong. But I would have, I remember seeing that guy get run over by a tank.
No.
Well, you're right. Obviously I don't because he didn't, but I could swear that I remember seeing
he
this
stood
guy
out there in front of the
tank.
tank. And actually, have you seen the large scale photograph of that?
No.
You should look at that sometime. He's tiny. The picture that you see, like that most people see of him standing in front of the tank, is like 1/100th of the actual frame, and you can see like 50 tanks behind the one that he's in front of, and all of these people around him. But it looks like it's just him out there alone with this tank, or with him and the 2 or 3 tanks that are around him. But yeah, he was eventually moved out of the way, and the tanks progressed. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So 0 for 3.
Okay.
Way to go. Very good. Very good. Now I want to ask you, this is another one.
Okay.
There's like 2 more of these. 3 more. Sorry. Describe to me, if you know, I don't know. I'm horrible at this. This one, I had no idea. So I have no opinion on this one way or the other.
Okay.
Describe to me the best you can. What is the color? I'm going to say this wrong because it's like a French word. Chartreuse.
Chartreuse?
Yeah. If you know what that color, if you don't know, you don't know, and we'll go to the next one. But
I want to say it's kind of a goldish yellow. Am I right?
oh my God. Yeah.
Kind of like a burnt yellow.
It's
almost an orangish kind of a yellow.
Yellowy green.
Okay.
Is how they describe it here. Most people will tell you that it's red.
That it's red.
It's a type of red.
Wow. I'm doing well.
Or you're one of them.
I may be one of them.
just so you can see it.
Okay.
I mean, I know nobody else out there can see this, but chartreuse.
Yeah. Kind of a dulled down kind of yellow.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn you.
Oh, goodness. I like this.
Okay.
This is fun.
In the 1937 Disney movie,
Holy crap.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah. We were just watching that a few minutes ago over there at the
I know,
house.
this may be an unfair advantage.
Yeah. I wasn't paying much attention, though.
What did the Queen look into the mirror and say?
At what point?
The famous line that the
The
Queen...
mirror, mirror on the wall?
Yeah. What was the quote? What did she say? Starting with what you just said.
You know, my gut says, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? But that is not right.
That's exactly what I would have said.
Yeah, that's not right.
We're both wrong.
Yeah. Who's the fairest in the land?
No, the fairest of all is the correct part.
It's not mirror, mirror on the wall.
Nope. She says, quote, magic mirror on the wall.
Magic mirror on the wall.
Who is the fairest one of all?
Huh. I would have said
She says mirror, mirror.
Yeah.
She says mirror, mirror.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a couple more here. I'll speed them up a little bit.
And that may be just one of those things where we've seen it redone so many times in media and it's been misquoted. I don't know.
Right. Well, we'll get into the explanation in a minute.
Okay.
This one you'll probably get right. This one I got right. This is the only one I got right, by the way.
Okay.
And then in the classic, iconic 1980 film Star Wars, Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
The Sith Lord says, Luke, I am your father. Right?
I don't think so. I don't think he does.
You're right. He doesn't.
No.
He actually says, no, I am your father.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew that one.
And Luke replies,
No! And he cuts off his own hand.
Yeah. Cuts off his own hand.
No, I don't
His
think, I'm not
his
a,
hand
I'm
is
not,
already cut off at
I
that
know,
point.
I know. I'm not a Star Wars guy. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's one more for you.
He's got his hand like shoved
This
in.
is mine, and you looked at my notes, so this one may be ruined.
I did.
So this is another one of these that's famous.
I think this is the one that I saw over there.
Yeah, you saw the notes on this, and this one made you asked me about
here's
it.
the thing.
So I'm gonna ask you.
I'm
hold
in 100% agreement with you.
Okay, hold on.
this. Okay.
There's a series of children's books.
Yes.
About a family
of bears. Yes.
There's a mother, father, sister, and baby brother.
Yes.
And a little bitty baby.
Yep.
Those bears have a vaguely Jewish sounding last name.
Yep.
What is that last name?
It's Berenstain, and it's E-I-N, not A-I-N.
Thank you.
It is
Thank you.
E-I-N, not A-I-N.
It is E-I-N.
Yes.
No. It's not.
No. According to what you see now, it is A-I-N, but it is
You go
not.
to a library and get a 20-year-old copy of the book. I did it. It's A-I-N.
What?
It's A-I-N.
No. How come I don't remember that? Or how come in my mind it is
E-I-N.
E-I-N.
Right? It's E-I-N.
Yeah.
I did it a while ago. Don't worry about it. It's E-I-N. I know it is. I know for a fact it is. I read those books as a child.
I did too. Elementary school. Yeah.
So do you want to know what's causing all this?
Okay, tell me what this is. Yes.
This is known as the Mandela effect.
As in like Nelson Mandela?
Nelson Mandela.
Okay.
So, you know that in, you remember that the former South African president Nelson Mandela died in prison in the 1980s, right?
No, I don't recall that. But then again, I wasn't really paying much attention. I don't guess I was.
You're a history teacher.
I am a history teacher.
He's a very important historical figure.
He is. My focus is typically U.S. history, though. So, I mean, give me a little bit of slack on that.
Okay, well, it's wrong. He didn't.
Right. He was released.
He lived much later than that.
Yeah, he was released from prison and like, he just died a few years ago.
In 2013.
Yeah.
Right.
2 or 3 years ago. Yeah.
It's known as the Mandela effect. And according to some people, here's what's going on. The theory that's supported by many physicists is that there are parallel universes.
Huh. Okay.
Now, this is going to sound like some kind of Barry Allen Flash kind of a thing here.
String theory, something or other,
maybe
blah, blah, blah.
Sliders. Remember that old TV show?
Loved Sliders,
right, okay.
Quantum Leap and such. Yeah.
What's going on, according to some people, is the Large Hadron Collider that they've been testing in CERN.
Mm-hmm.
At CERN, sorry. It's not a place, it's an organization.
Right.
Which is trying to, quote, probe the fundamental structure of the universe, unquote, where they are aiming two high-energy projectile beams that travel close to the speed of light and colliding with each other is causing many fractures, ruptures between the parallel universes.
You say there are a lot of scientists that are on board with this, or are there a few
the parallel universe. There are a lot of okay, sorry, that was confusing the way I stated it. There are physicists who firmly believe in parallel universes.
Right.
The theory, now this is the conspiracy theory part of it.
Okay.
Is that the testing of the Large Hadron Collider by CERN is causing ruptures between the parallel universes, and these memories that we have of events, which when you go try to look them up,
are gone now.
Are gone or different, is a cause because we have that moment in history
has been changed
by a rupture from a parallel universe.
Huh.
I just thought this was crazy.
It's crazy, but I remember it's not either, because like you say, I remember EIN. And
I remember some of these other ones. I remember,
I don't remember Mandela.
I don't really remember the picture. I'm not familiar with that picture, so I didn't remember it. I thought Mother Teresa died in the 90s. I thought she did. I remember, I could swear I remember seeing that kid get ran over by a tank in Tiananmen Square.
Yeah.
I had no idea what color chartreuse was, so that was beyond me. And I thought it was mirror, mirror on the wall. Now, like you're saying, the last one could just be a miss, and it's the same thing with, so I know exactly that's what the thing is with the Luke, I'm your father. It's been misquoted so many times.
Right.
Just like the Treasure of the Sierra Madres, the badges, we don't need no stinking badges.
No, but
that's not what the guy says.
No.
It's a much longer line than that. I forget exactly what it is. But that's not what he says.
But that's the one that they've chosen, that little segment.
Right.
And
because it's in
Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles. Yeah. That's where people get the same thing. So I'm sure that this mirror, mirror has just been misquoted so many times that I remember it that way, but that's the way I remembered it.
Yeah.
But some of the other things, like the Mother Teresa thing, like the, this other thing here, the Tiananmen Square.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to explain that I remember that kid getting ran over.
I don't know. That's one of those
that's one of those things that like the Berenstain Bears, because that's how I remember it. STEIN.
Yep.
But you look it up anywhere, even go find an old book An old book.
And it's
AIN.
AIN. Wow. Interesting.
So that blew my mind. That completely blew my mind. But yeah, I was like, I've got to talk about that.
We need to do an entire segment sometime just on conspiracy theories because they're so fun to just, I just love, not necessarily I don't want to say that they're factual, but just discussing them and looking at all the little pieces. One of my favorite is the Paul McCartney conspiracy theory. That
he's a robot?
No, that he died in 1960 something.
Right, and he was replaced by an android or something.
He was replaced by the winner of a Paul McCartney look-alike contest that they had held like a couple of months before. And yeah, that one there's so many little intricate parts to that one that is so fun to delve into. If you've not looked it up, spend an hour looking through. There's a website and there's an entire, there's an entire documentary, about it that part of it, I think it's called the Lost Tapes of George Harrison or the last interview of George Harrison. It's very, very interesting. He's like, listen, I got to get this off my chest. And it is George Harrison. He's the one that's doing the interview. And it's like when he thought he was...
Is he the one kicking off the conspiracy?
No, he thought he was dying at that point. He had been stabbed repeatedly. He was laying in a hospital in like...
Right, but I mean, was he the one saying that Paul McCartney was fake? Or?
Well, no, he was just like, listen, I've got to get this off my chest because I don't want to take this to my grave. And, in those interviews, he was even saying that John Lennon, 2 weeks before he was shot and killed, was like, I'm done with this whole charade. I'm going public with this. And 2 weeks later, he's dead. So.
But he didn't know public with what?
Huh?
George Harrison didn't know what he was talking about?
Yeah, he knew. He had actually called the other guys.
Then what was he talking about?
So John, what do you mean? Who? George Harrison?
Was the whole thing he had to get off his chest that Paul McCartney was a fake?
He was a fake.
So George Harrison is the one that kicked off this whole conspiracy.
The conspiracy theory has been around since the late 60s.
So when was this that you're talking about?
The tapes?
Yeah.
I want to say 98 or 99.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying in the 60s he got stabbed.
No. He was...
Okay.
Yeah, he was stabbed like... I want to say the 98, 99, 2000, somewhere around.
His Maserati does 185. How did they catch him?
No, that's Joe Walsh.
Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong band.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of the
Beatles.
Oh my God.
Not the Eagles. The Beatles. The Beatles, dude. George Harrison, John Lennon, Ringo Starr. Come on, Paul McCartney.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm bad with rock and roll.
Okay. No, I said, go look this up. The late 60s, evidently, Paul McCartney was supposed to have been in a car wreck. He dies. The band, the rest of the guys.
Don't tell it all here. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, yeah, look it up. We'll talk about it. It is an awesome, awesome conspiracy theory.
Right on.
It's better than the UFOs. I'm just going to tell you.
Okay.
It's as good as JFK.
Check it out. We'll check it out for sure. It sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just wanted to ask you real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. You've got the new S8 Plus.
I do. The Samsung S8 Plus. Yes.
You've had it for what? About a month now?
No. Just like a week and a half.
Oh, so it's still a new toy.
It is indeed.
Well, what's your first impressions?
It's nice. So I went from Motorola Droid Turbo 2.
Okay.
To Samsung S8 Plus, and I had been with Samsung before. Like I had like the S3,
right on.
Stuff like, those. And I really like the Samsungs. There's a few features that they've put in this one that is really, on this one that is really nice. They did away with the home button and they made an actual like on screen, but it's still pressure sensitive.
Right.
That's a really nice thing.
But isn't the one on there now just a Bixby button?
No. The Bixby button's on the side.
Oh, okay.
Center button down here in the bottom is a home button.
Oh, okay.
And it's pressure sensitive. So the Bixby button is on the side. I still don't use Bixby. It's basically Google Lite. I use the Google search bar.
Yeah, a lot of people say that it's worse than the standard Google.
Yeah, I use Google. A few other things, they allow you to rearrange the home buttons down at the bottom to where you have the back button, the home button, and the recent apps button.
Yeah.
So you can reverse those.
Okay. That'd be handy for left-handed people.
Exactly. Being a lefty and coming from the Motorola, I basically set it up like my Motorola.
Right.
So I'm used to it already. There was no like getting used to the buttons being on the wrong side or whatever, or on the other side. So, that was nice. I like the edge screen. It's pretty nice. The infinity screen, I guess is what it's called.
Right.
Those are nice.
Like the bezel-less design.
Yeah, that's nice. Very, 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 very nice. Overall, I mean, I really don't have anything bad to say about it. I have not yet used the fingerprint identification because it's right beside the camera, and where I'm not at school, I don't really have to lock my phone. So I figure I'll set that up here in a couple of weeks, but I'll let you know how that goes. Yeah. But aside from that, the camera, oh my God, takes great pictures. Takes as good a pictures as my like SLR camera.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah. Very nice. So it's nice overall. I like it.
Cool. I'm going to have to pick up a new one soon. I'm afraid. So.
Are you? Yeah. I strongly suggest. It's a nice phone.
Right on. I don't think I can afford that. I'm probably going to have to go with like a budget phone, unfortunately. Yeah. I'm looking, the best phone I can find right now that I can afford is the LG G5, which is 2 versions newer than my iPhone.
Yeah.
But you can find them online new still, cause it's an older phone. They got the G6 out now. Okay. But you can still find them new, for like $250.
Cool.
And the cheapest I can find those are like $7 something.
Yeah, this one I think was, I want to say,
before
rebate was $825, and I got a $150 rebate on it.
Yeah,
so.
And they'll give you a deal. Like if I want to change my service plan and pay like $40 more a month on my service plan, they'll give me a deal.
Right.
A quote deal on the phone where they knock off $100.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so in 3 months you've made more money out of me. I'll just pay full price for the phone, thanks.
Right.
Like I miss the days when a 2-year contract got you a phone for $1.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
That's what I paid for this one I got now. I've had it for like 2.5 years now.
Yeah.
And it's a good phone. It's just starting to do weird stuff.
That's the way the Droid was doing. Really, really started lagging.
Yeah. Well, this one will just like randomly drop Bluetooth connections now. Like I'll be on my headset driving and it'll just cut my Bluetooth out. Or, I've got some speakers back there that I play music through when I'm in the shower and stuff. And it will only connect call audio to the speakers and not media audio.
That's odd.
Yeah. Which I don't understand because I've gone in and disabled the call audio for that device.
Huh.
So it's just it's just starting to get kind of weird. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to pick up something new, but
yeah, mine started lagging really bad. Opening apps, even like just going to the app select screen. It was like taking 4 and 5 seconds.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, this is not good. It's running the most recent Android, but still, it was just, I don't know. I guess I really don't know what's happening. I mean, a factory reset, cleaning it completely up would probably fix a lot of that.
Maybe.
So,
yeah, it could be some kind of corrupted thing from a system update.
Yeah.
But
could be. I don't know. But anyway, this one is running smooth. Yeah.
Nice.
It's fast and easy to use. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that'll probably be good for us for this time, I think.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, I think it went pretty good.
Next time.
Felt good.
Felt really good. Next time, maybe conspiracy theories or whatever, right?
Yeah, something. We'll figure it out.